We should get our guest prepared. Is she ready back there? Or do I need to say that and then pause so that I don't know. There's no feedback. There's no feedback loop in this show. We don't know what we're doing. We're just flying blind. Our guest is a new friend. I met her through, I don't know, kind of strange circumstances, but they're also kind of boring circumstances because they're kind of work related. But I was like, well, this is a person that we should meet. I don't know. I'm bad at introductions. She's a rapper. She has a bus. She's just back from Burning Man, and boy, are her wheels tired.
Her arms burnt. I think that's
let's bring up Squid. That's the music we picked to bring you on.
It's beautiful.
Hello, B-Squid.
Hello.
B-Squid,
Nice
are you a drinker? Do you want me to touch your ice?
You can touch my ice.
Do you want ice?
Yeah, I'd love some ice. Thank you.
Hey Dan, can I touch your ice?
You want to touch my ice?
I want to touch your ice.
You can touch my ice. I'll touch hers.
Let's all touch each other's ices.
Here, this is my ice. Hand this to Jeff so he can touch it.
This is a touchy subject, you guys. Yeah, you need that right now.
What's our bit
you.
now?
What's that?
How did you guys meet? What's the origin story of your friendship?
We met in the desert hot springs. We had both just robbed different banks, and we were burying our briefcases under the same tree. Me and Cody and our mutual friend Evan were up there. I was working on this Vonnegut thing that I'm adapting with Evan, Sirens of Titan, and Cody was working on her thing. And we decided, let's take a week and I've never tried that. Cody always does that. She gets results. Like, she goes away like a sick cat, goes under the stove. Like, where's the cat? And it comes out, goes, I wrote a draft. I was like, I want to try that. And it did work. And Evan and I would go out there and we got two like bungalows at this like resort, and it's like at a discount because it was so goddamn hot and you're going to the desert. They're like, if you come here, we'll give you like $1. And then we worked for like a business week, and then toward the end of it, you came up in your bus because you're friends with Evan.
Yeah.
It's not that exciting a story, but it's also kind of like.
Would you say you have a bus? Like, what kind of bus am I picturing right now?
It's a short bus. It's painted blue. It says my name on the side. It says B-Squid. I use it to tour in. It said tour the country.
And you perform rapping?
I rap, yes.
Yeah?
I do rap shows around up
here.
Thank you. Around the coast and inland and anywhere they'll have me.
And you do a lot of live performance, right? I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
But so are there live venues that make you more nervous or that you hate doing, or?
Every one is like a totally different experience. There's some that are bigger, and sometimes they're fuller than others, and sometimes they're kind of empty for big places, and that's kind of weird. But I don't think there's anything really that makes me more nervous than anything else, except for, I guess, sometimes when you're in that environment where you've got people who you care about like watching, and then you're really it's like really on your
family
mind.
Or friends or both.
Oh yeah, like family and friends, and you're like, oh shit, I can't believe I wrote this line into the song, and then you just like kind of jump over it weirdly, and that kind of thing.
Do you ever when people how do you explain to your family? Does your family like kind of bust your balls like when you they're like, so what do you do? And you're like, is it hard to say I'm a rapper?
Sometimes they support me generally. I mean, we're all a little weird, I guess. My dad is a piano technician, and my sister is she builds Moog synthesizers, and she's studying for that.
Oh, okay.
So they really support me in when I decided I was going to take the music route, because I've been working in film all this time, and that was like also a little weird for some of the people who I grew up with. There's like, oh, it's like a creative field, and you're never going to make it in film, but here we are. So.
We have another mutual friend, Open Mike Eagle, who was on the show a couple months ago, and you know him too. That's what we discovered over dinner. And but so I just wanted to drop that. So you need to respect me as an interviewer.
Hell yeah,
I know Open Mike
Fully
Eagle.
do.
I will close this mic and turn it into a falcon. Dumb, so dumb. I'm like Weird Al Yankovic now. But he's fine. Why am I shitting on him? All right. So how did you get involved? How did you get involved in rap? How did you get interested in it? What drew you to it? You said your primary interest was film, so then take us to the threshold in your biopic where you're like, I'm a rap.
Well, I've always written poetry, like, since I was a little kid. And then I started to go through this phase, like, in, 2010, 2011, where, like, if I would get mad at work, I would just be like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to write a poem. And I would do that. And I wouldn't, share them with anybody. But eventually, like, somebody showed me, like, hip-hop music, and then I was able to take these secret poems I was writing and stitch them over beats and then make something really awesome. Mm-hmm. And I put out a music video once, and it got a lot of attention kind of right away. And so someone called me and asked me to come and screen that video at this event that he was throwing at O'Brien's in Santa Monica. And I was like, I'm not going to screen that shitty video. It's not happening, but I'll do a 30-minute set. And he was like, all right, that's great. Cool. Booked. 2 months later, I had to write that music.
Right.
Because I didn't have any. But I put it together. It made it happen.
I think that's how the good people have their first, like, if you don't just, like, somehow your ego, like, makes you say you're going to do something. Like, that's what Channel 101 was for filmmakers when we were starting it in 2003, God, whatever. It was like Schraub and I knew if we don't have an appointment, like, where everyone's going to either know that we suck because we didn't finish something or we have something, like, that's their, whatever. Why am I explaining this to you?
I totally agree.
Do you make your own beats, or do you have people that you work with?
I work with people.
Beat people.
I have beat people. I have a friend in New Orleans who I met when I was working on a job over there. His name is Ratty Skirvix. He produced my full album, my first album, which I put out in November. It's called Cloud 9. And then I have another producer who I work with regularly. His name is DJ Bless One, and he lives in El Paso. So sometimes when I'm crossing the country to tour, I'll, like, stop with Ratty and we'll make a song, and then I'll stop with Bless and we'll make a song, and then, wherever I can do that.
Who was the first? I know you had, like, kind of a mentor character you were telling me about when we were talking, but then also, like, who just pop culturally, like who was the rap artist that kind of, like, I don't know, like, your early I really want to do this because I'm listening to this all the time, or I don't know, early influence? Is that what I'm trying to get around to?
One of my favorite bands growing up was this screamo band called Glassjaw, and I love them till the day I die. They're amazing. But anyway, it's a little intense, very different.
Would you call it screamo?
Screamo, yeah.
I'm not familiar with that.
Oh yeah, it's like emo, where they scream.
Surprised to know that I am not familiar with screamo.
I feel like you might be. I mean, you're maybe
like
closet screamo fan, but you're there. It's there.
I just don't know what it is. It might be my new favorite thing.
What
makes a screamo band a screamo band?
Well, they'll sing and they'll have their heavy guitars, and it's like kind of an indie hardcore music genre, but then they scream at the top of their lungs, like, right. And it's beautiful.
See, if I scream once, I lose my voice for
right, me
a
too.
month.
It's art. What they do is craft.
The people that can scream, they do
night
that
after
all
night,
the time. Yeah.
Song, like, do a 2-hour set night after night on a tour. Like, yeah, that is a craft. There is something in there happening.
But is screamo rapping?
No.
Screaming?
So there was a singer. His singer's name is
Dan, don't embarrass yourself.
Well, I mean, anybody can rap, Like, I think probably one of the first raps that I learned was, like, in a Rancid song, which, without even realizing that was rap. I just like, really liked the fast chop of it, and I wanted to learn it. But anyway, the singer of Glassjaw, his name is Daryl Palumbo, and he did a hook for an artist named Cage. And Cage was out of New York, and I listened to that album to hear that hook. Like, that part where he sings, like, I heard the whole album and I bought it and now I have it. And I grew up with it, because of that. So, like, I kind of let, like, people who I'm, love and am following, like, to bring me to my next kind of, like, bubble to explore in, and then to the next thing. So, yeah.
Well, here comes the part where I show you that I'm bad at what I do, and I don't mean rapping, which I will blow your mind with later.
Yes, you will.
But it will blow my mind if we can just do this like willy-nilly, but you did bring like a thumb drive of beats, didn't you?
I did.
And would you mind like doing like it, what would you like most, what would you be following your bliss? Do you want to just do one of your numbers? I sound like your dad.
Can you spin some of your wax for us?
or whatever. I mean, what's your preference to do?
I mean, I brought 4 different songs with me to perform, but I don't expect to be able to have time to do all of them. So I mean, I can do whatever. Yeah, I could pick, like spit one.
No, I think like you should do one that's like, all right. Well here I'll Dan-splain what you should do then. What did you if unless there's something that would make you happier. Do one that's just like your thing that you do, and then we'll talk a little more because there was like this. You just came back from Burning Man, and I want to talk about that thing, the not Burning Man, but the other thing. And then at a certain point, obviously, I'm gonna get some like Open Mike Eagle taught me like lessons about my freestyling.
I want those lessons.
Well, I'll give you his lessons, but then I need more from you because I didn't come here for nothing.
Do I call you B Squid or do I call you by your first name?
You can call me B Squid or Squid or Allie, because that's also my name.
Allie, all right. So Squid.
What if it was Agnes?
Yeah.
Then it would be amazing. Obviously, Agnes would be the greatest name of all time.
I know, Agnes. Yeah,
Go Agnes.
Like my riff of what a sad name would be. It's like yeah, no, that would be cool because I'm 44.
But Squid, are you a comfortable freestyler? Do you like that, or is that something you enjoy? Or?
It's something I enjoy. I actually haven't broken my public freestyling cherry, so that would be a thing.
Well, the bar is incredibly low here. You're going to be the Babe Ruth of freestyling here.
Nice.
But I think first let's warm up with just one of your. How do you tell them what to play though? If you wanted to just do one of your set things,
I want to do 1,000 Winters.
Fantastic.
It was the one I said I wasn't gonna do.
Zach, you up on that, Zach? Yeah. All right.
We don't always do this.
It's worth the wait. Should I stand up?
Yeah. Make it showbiz.
What about a lighting effect that's a little less butcher shop?
If it takes forever, I will wait for you for 1,000 winters. I will wait for you till you're here beside me, till I'm I hear you sigh here in my arms. Because I know you're waiting too, and all my thoughts involve you. So tell me what I cannot do for my own good. I'll wait for you. I'm searching time and watching close for all the signals coast to coast. Clouds are painting tentacles, compass pointing where to go. East into the sunrise, cause I try to land in time to sandy rhyme like paper with some grit, unleash a shine. With blue balloons I float to you where I will grow out of these boots. And if you leave and travel on, my heart will follow with a song. You could take my magic wand, repeat these spells across the pond. 1 week flies by like Dumbo did. They thought he'd fall, but he learned to live. Of all the hearts this road will bring, I hope each one enlightens me. So in your presence I am free to gift you with eternity. Lighter than a feather, I am stricken like a match. You and me expand to fill the space and plug the gaps. I miss you, need you, want you bad. And while we wait, we may go mad. But I'll be there when leaves turn brown, and I'll be singing you this song. Dream in daylight, think of me, I'm always somewhere you could be. Feeding every harmony with hearts of possibility. If it takes forever, I will wait for you for 1,000 winters. I will wait for you till you're here beside me, till I'm holding you, till I hear you
Hell yeah. Be Squid.
Be Squid.
Thank you, guys.
I was mortified in the beginning because there wasn't enough monitor or something.
I couldn't really hear the beat, but then I kind of got it anyway.
Yeah, you had to squat.
Yeah,
into
if we do more of that, can we get more of the sound in the monitor?
When I'm up,
I kind of wanted to see.
I won't play
It
that
happens
shit.
from time to time.
I'll stop the show.
I was kind of thinking maybe we could experiment where either we play that same beat again and Dan tries to tries.
Well, I think I got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay, so then let's put. But I also want to hear that. I want to hear that singer-songwriter hook stuff too.
Yeah, it's the song.
Yeah.
No, I think I got it. I got it.
Okay. Let's give it up for P Squid. He pees on squids.
Here 1,000 winters I wait for you. I have no splinters inside my shoe. 1,000 winters and a half a dozen falls. I went to my friend's house and I can't take it all. Yeah, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of society shit. I'm so sick of it. I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna take my ass and put it down on it. I can't fucking hear it. God damn it. Don't fuck with me. Fuck. I went into the street. I saw everyone's feet and then I went up to the sky. Man, I can't fucking hear the beat. Piece of shit. Every 1,000 falls. I'm sick of this shit. Gonna put it on a hat, spit in it, and then put it back on my head because I got a zip. Went into my car, went 5 months, drove to the moon and ate some tar. It burned me. It real far down my ass. I got too fast when you rap, too fast. You can't improvise when you rap too fast. There's no such thing as rapping that fast when you improvise. What? I saw your mama the other day. She looked at me and asked if I was gay. I said, I don't have that honor, bitch. Mom's closed-minded. She's a homophobe. I went down the street, got on a telephone. Why is there still a telephone on the street? Because I'm a time traveler. My dad is Dan Rather, played by Robert Redford in the movie Truth. Have you heard about that? It's about that thing about George Bush's military service. For 1,000 winters, what? 1,000 days, what? For 1,000 million calendars, gonna sing purple haze. Tell you what about that? About a cat, fucked a dog too, then a rat. Put them all together in a jar, threw the shit and said, fuck it. Or 35 springs. I saw you the other day, you had a tattoo. I broke my heart. What about you? I haven't seen you in 10 years. What's the Facebook status? Why is it still single? You know you got into somebody else 2 weeks after we broke up. I sense overlap. I'm not stalking. I sense overlap. I'm not a Facebook stalker. I'm policing overlap. I police overlap. Think about that. With your butt flaps. Wrap it out, dap, dap. Rappity dap. Rap. Think about that. For 1,000 winters, it snows so long. I hope my zombie dragon doesn't go to the wrong side. I got the dragon out of ice. I got some chains. Don't know how I made them. Put the dragon out of ice, brought it back to life, made its eyes blue. Now I'm gonna cut like a knife through the wall. The rubble's gonna fall. Then I'm gonna walk over it all. I'm gonna go south. Right? I always get that mixed up. South is is bad. It's like the Korean thing. It's like you can never keep track. North of the wall is bad. Fucking 1,000 winters. Yo, it's like 1,000 winters. Yo. Ain't no fucking summer in sight, bitch. I don't think my version's perfect.
We're gonna go to the judges.
It brought tears to my eyes a little.
I don't think, I don't think mine's perfect, but you had a chance to write yours, and I did have the advantage of watching yours, and so it's even. Like, I think we tied.
I'd say so.
But, yeah, so Open Mike Eagle, he divested me. If you want to know how I got to that level. Open Mike Eagle, like, he taught me that I don't have to say "fuck your mama" all the time. Like, do you have crutches when you freestyle? Like phrases that you like lean on when you're like, killing time?
Sometimes.
What are they?
I try not to repeat them, like as an exercise. So right now, I mean, I guess if we start freestyling, I think you'll figure it out, but.
You don't want to give them power.
Well, yeah, because they're changing. They change every time I freestyle.
Oh, so if I drop the "fuck your mamas," which as soon as Open Mike left, I was like back on it.
Yeah, it's like the sauce. You gotta.
But everybody was cheering. Like, he made me not say "fuck your mama" for like a rap, and it was like
you gotta push yourself.
Everybody was like, "Yay, you're learning and growing," and then he left. He's like, "I'm rich," and I was like, "Fuck your mama." But yeah, is there like? Did any of the beats that you brought for freestyling, are they kind of like a little slower?
Apparently they're all licensed, but they were slower. I just, so I guess there's other beats on hand.
Oh, we have some.
I mean, Dan, you really push yourself. I mean, lyrically,
that was great. You
really yourself to the limit.
You moved very quickly there.
Yeah.
But the kicky baby dance was really on point tonight. That was some good kicky baby going on there.
For me, that song is about the cycle of life.
My main takeaway is that you're sick of this shit.
Yeah.
I think that's the main message. Kind of a through line there.
That's how I perceive. That's like my perception of like a female rapper. I'm like, well, she must be sick of this shit. Like I'm like sick of this shit. What if that? Or like if anyone's rapping that fast, like what else could it be? Like, I don't know. I'm just sharing my obstacles.
Squid, do you think there's any chance, like subconsciously, that based on what you just saw, that you might accidentally bite some of Dan's freestyle rhymes?
I hope I don't. I mean, I would feel really terrible if I did, because I respect you and your freestyles are sacred to that moment.
Is it lame to use the word lame as a derogatory way because it's ableist? Okay, starting over.
Okay.
Is it bad? What a boring world we've created. I hope Nazis take it over. Is it negative to take more than 3 ibuprofen? Is it dumb?
Is it bad that his beats are so retarded?
Is it bad to ask? I feel like this is something that journalism does to the female persuasion when they're like, to corner you and say like, what's the state of women in rap, like, so that you might. But I don't think anyone's listening to this. So like, I don't know, just like, what's your. Do you have any opinions about that, or are you like gender blind, like about rap and go?
In case you hadn't noticed, I'm a lady, no hating, just saying they always underpay me. When new lanes are laid in, I'm relating, gaze changing, window pane is praying, new free way to play in, escaping, creating, something missed by education. Labelers are looking for your contribution, if laboring, tailoring, or execution, impaling, failure with a loose end, goose head's body running crazy in a chicken's pen, gotta feel for him, he's foreign to the lore where we're supposed to get bored, 8 to 4 with chores and performance, executive bird's eye, scores of ignorant, his core, an orb of explorer sentiment, especially to movers and shakers who can't afford U-Hauls are dumped by their players. The system regrets to inform him his mission is canceled and wishing concussion. Discussion of structure that he's been disrupting is kept at a minimum. Take this chrysanthemum, let's all remember him. In memorandum, the rebel of random reaction is granted museum in the Hall of All Fame. A graveyard of hunger pain served in the name of the young and ashamed. Yeah! So
All right, but I think you're avoiding the question.
I did. Okay.
Answer the fucking question.
So that's my. So actually, I performed that rap.
I knew we were both going to do the same joke.
Halfway through it, did you stop listening to the actual? I was like, for the first half, I was like, God damn, this is like, I'm like, my brain is growing new synapses, and then the second half is like, what's the bit that I'm gonna do? Which is probably the second half of that is like, and they're always just thinking about what they're gonna say next.
No, I love being a female, and I love doing what I do. I think that it's like the game of
Thrones.
Guess Who? Remember that game, Guess Who? Right? With all the dudes' faces, and you're like, oh, this one's got, my guy's got glasses, or my guy's got a beard, or
David.
My guy's a lady. And you're like, oh, it's one of these two people.
Right.
So that's kind of what it feels like, Like, not a lot of people get your card, but when they do get your card, it's like, it stands out,
Right.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes whatever. It is what it is.
And
It is what it is.
I'm a strong, independent woman. I think I feel I try to be anyway, and so I don't really let the industry walk all over me, which is why I'm an independent starving artist. But hey, you got to do what you got to do in this life.
Now you're rocking that Los Feliz cap. Are you a Los Feliz native? Or?
Yes, I am. Well, not a native, but I live there.
That's where you live in.
That's where I live.
All right, that's my hometown.
Yeah.
That's Dan's hometown.